Okay, so we're halfway through, and this piece is La Caracosta by Ludwig Iselin. It's a 3-time piece. My first tip is just looking at bar 4. We've got this E flat chord that comes up a lot in the Renaissance lute, which involves sort of pressing your first finger and also lifting it at the same time. Let's see if I can convincingly do that. You can see what I'm doing there. You end up, in order to play it, you end up sort of bending your first finger the wrong way, as far as I'm concerned. So I sometimes choose not to do this, and I just simplify the chord, and instead of playing the octave E flat, I just leave it out. See if you can see that. I just leave it out, particularly if it's fast. Sometimes it makes sense to play the whole chord, particularly if something's slow and you want that fullness of voice. But to me, bending your finger back that way sometimes feels a little dangerous as a technique, just for mild injury, really. So here in bar 4, you've got the option as to whether you do that or you don't do that. I personally am not going to do that in this piece just because it's fairly quick for me. I tend to play it a little bit on the speedier side. So it's up to you, but just something to think about. Number 2 is bar 10. So bar 10, we've got a little bit of a hemiola, bar 10, bar 11. So there, it's really good to suddenly start feeling the piece in 2, really, as long as you're getting into bar 12, because that's where you're wanting to resolve, where you're wanting to get to. But just to draw your attention to that. Tip number 3 is just looking at bar 14 into 15. Bar 14, we've got this really nice 6 chord on a D. Really nice if you play it nicely. And that's a little bit unexpected there, but it's also in the middle of a hemiola, so you've got the option as to whether you emphasize that or whether you sort of just skip past it. I personally like to give it a little something, a little warmth. But also, you don't want to undernourish the following bass line or the direction of flow as well. You want to make sure that you're getting through to that cadence, that resolution. But also just take a moment to show your audience or yourself that that's a nice chord and it sits in a fairly interesting place in the music. Okay, I hope you enjoy this one. Let me know how you get on, and see you tomorrow.